Hey guys, it's time for an astrology reading update. Back in December, we cast a chart reading on whether Blueface would return to jail after he bailed out from his November incarceration for charges related to a club shooting in October. It was the conclusion of our reading that he would likely go back to jail. Mercury represented Blueface, and the Sun represented prison. At the time, Mercury was about to go retrograde and eventually join the Sun, a conjunction. This should show him going back to jail. Indeed, on June 7th, Blueface was arrested once again. However, it wasn't for the club shooting, it would be for something new. A robbery charge in connection with a confrontation earlier this month at the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas. Could Mercury, the trickster planet, the planet ruling thieves, have hinted that he would go to jail once again for theft? In our previous reading, we pulled the tarot card the Seven of Swords to represent Blueface and inquire about his fate. The card shows a young thief grinning as he runs away with swords. Could this have been another hint that he would steal that we overlooked in our previous reading? However, unlike the tarot could imply, Blueface didn't quite get away with it. And was the timing indicated in the chart? Mercury was 17.5 degrees away from the Sun, in Capricorn, and in the 5th house, so this suggested 17.5 weeks from when this chart was made. However, Mercury was about to go retrograde in that chart. A planet retrograde is a delayed one, so this would show something longer than what the degrees suggest. Blueface ended up going back to jail 28 weeks and 6 days after the chart was made. Lastly, we also think the tarot card speaks of Blueface getting away with it to a sense. He constantly bonds out, despite his extensive criminal history, and is back on the outside, grinning as he gets back to his life. The Las Vegas Review-Journal reports he had been on house arrest since November.
Squirt, you better not be peeing. My white bitch a Viking, she European. I got a Russian bitch, ready to rush a bitch. I'm on house arrest, I'm ready to cuff a bitch. She thinks she enough, can't get enough of it.
In the chart, the Sun, prison, trine the ascendant was another confirmation of imprisonment. The Sun was in the 4th house, which represents Blueface's home and is an uncanny indication of house arrest. In Danny Lee's chart we made about her arrest, we saw a similar signature, and wonder if she will be able to receive house arrest for her drunk driving incident. Currently, Blueface has pleaded guilty in the case related to the club shooting. The Las Vegas Review-Journal reports, Jonathan Jamel Porter, 26, appeared in court Monday for what was scheduled as a preliminary hearing, when a judge would listen to witness testimony and determine if there was enough evidence for him to stand trial on charges of attempted murder and firing a gun into an occupied vehicle. Instead, defense attorney Christina Lovelxce said the rapper would waive his right to the hearing and intended to plead guilty to a felony count of firing a gun into a vehicle and a misdemeanor battery charge. He is expected to enter the plea during a hearing in district court on July 3. Chief Deputy District Attorney Nick Ports said prosecutors were not opposed to Porter being sentenced to probation should he plead guilty. Porter and his attorney declined to comment on the case following Monday's hearing. Ports said that, as part of the plea deal, prosecutors also agreed to drop a robbery charge Porter faced in connection with a confrontation earlier this month at the Palms. A lot of things said here, and correlations to the previous chart. In our previous reading, we remarked. Lastly, a very important consideration is that the authorities and Blueface are the same planet. Blueface will have some influence over the outcome. We can see this presently, as he was able to get out on bail, despite past criminal history. From the report from the article, this has rung true. In a mercurial and Seven of Swords fashion, assisted by his lawyers, Blueface cleverly negotiated lesser charges, while dismissing others. After his extensive criminal history, he may just get away with probation. That's it for our update. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe for more. Stay tuned for further updates to our readings, and about Blueface.